Greetings and welcome, friends. Mr. Waddy here, and we are combining some of our previous skills together to form the ability to solve more difficult problems. So it's going to be great. And we are going to be voting live at Poll Everywhere, and my poll is locked right now. So as we're doing this, make sure we are writing along. Oh dear, I also accidentally opened up the HTML for this. Oh dear. Ha! Craziness. So, let's get ready to rumble. It says, to solve a multi-step inequality, simplify each side if necessary, then use inverse operations to isolate the variable, and then be sure, look out, to flip or reverse the inequality when multiplying or dividing by a negative. Other than that, it's going to behave mostly the same to what we've been doing before. So here's example 1, part A, and let's start voting, audience members. What is the first step for example 1, part A? So the votes are coming in. America is deciding right now what the next step is going to be for part A of example 1. Let's see. Oh, it's still locked. Here we go. Now America is deciding. Bam! Haha! Let's see what these results are. Oh, looks like 2 people. Maybe. That is not the route that I would have chosen. Multiply both sides by a constant, but it is legitimate. All right. If I multiply both sides by -6, I would just have to remember to multiply 7 by that as well. I'm going to divert from the popular, and I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides. So I'm going to have y divided by -6 is less than 2. All right, let's clear the results and vote again. All right, so let's vote again. What's my next move, audience? What do I do? Are the votes coming in? Let's see. I think I'm waiting up for votes. I see some of y'all screens. All right, and all right. Looks like multiply both sides by a constant. Whoa, with a last-minute change. I like it because the inverse operation of division is multiplication. Multiply both sides by a negative. Wait. Did I just say multiply and negative in the same sentence, guys? I did. So that means I've got to flip the inequality. Reversal. Y is greater than -12. So let's do a quick graph. You're welcome for my already providing you a number line. Open circle shaded to the right. Bam. All right, over here. Next problem. Step 1, clear the results. What's it going to be? Step 1. All right. Oh, add or subtract, a little bit of discrepancy. Divide also could have worked. There would have been no fractions made. But the inverse operation of subtraction is addition. So I would add 4 to both sides. So I'm going to have 2v. Oh, wait, do I have to flip the inequality? No, I never have to flip it, whether adding or subtracting, right? We're fine with both of those. Equals 12. And lastly, let's see how these polls come in line. What's the next step? Oh, you want me to? Well, you've got it on your paper, too. Oh, they changed their mind. Let's see. To get rid of multiplying by 2, we... Yeah, divide both sides by 2. Do I flip the inequality? Why not? Because I didn't divide by a negative. True story. True story. So I'm going to have 0, super simple number line, 6. It's going to be a solid dot because the equal part and greater than would be to the right. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, let's keep going, friends. Keep going. These problems are going to get a little bit tricky today. Let's look at Yeah, let's jump down to example 2. I was going to have us do a monitoring progress, but I'm interested in some of the trickier problems later. But you've got plenty of practice you can do on your own if you'd like, or during an ACE block. All right, ho-ho-ho! Let's get the voting going. Let me clear the results. And what is the first step when solving this inequality? All right, so let's see what the results are. Results are coming in. Let's see, add a constant or combine like terms, and it's a tie, 1-1, and a whole lot of no votes. Oh, combine like terms taken. Oh, wait, what? Whoa, and no. All right. Depending on what you mean by combine like terms, I agree. I would describe it as moving a variable to the other side, but that might have been what you meant. But I've got the 6x and the 2x on opposite sides of the inequality. I'm going to move the little guy to the big guy, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, which is in a sense combining like terms, but I did have a better option on the table. 4x minus 5 is less than 11. Next move. What is it? Next move. I'm going to write in orange is what I'm going to do. All right. I think I agree. I saw some people's votes coming in. Yeah, add a constant to both sides. I definitely wouldn't want to divide by 4 because that's just going to create fractions. Which it's just harder to work with fractions, right? Like, save them. Ah, dear, did you guys see that? It just, like, undid my 11. Man. All right, add 5. Hey, this fraction's going to be a nice one here coming up next. And 16. And that's because we would div 4. I didn't even vote on that one. Ha! Ha ha! X is less than... Oh, wait, do I flip the sign? Do I point it like that? Or this? I don't know, maybe like... I don't have to flip it. Why? Because I didn't divide by a negative, right? So I get X is less than 4. Not bad, not bad. Ha! Example 3, for real. Okay. Guys, these problems are getting real. Like, this is where the algebra meets the road, my friends. Okay, for the first part on the left here, part A. Take a good look at that. Let me clear the polls. What is my first step? What is my first step over here? Let's find out what the polls say. Oh, I like it. I like it. The popular vote is the correct vote. We will do some distributing. Right? I like that. And distribution is a type of simplification. That was a terrible inequality. 4 times 2b is 8b. 4 times 3 is plus 12. Okay, all right, here we go. Next step. I like this problem. Zip. This is a good one. Let's see. Ethan, I don't think you voted yet. Yeah. This one's weird. Are you guys seeing the weirdness of this problem yet? All right, move a variable to the other side, which is kind of like combining like terms. But what happens when I move the 8b to the other side? Wait a minute. Oh dear. This is 0, and this is 0. I get -3 greater than 12. All my variables disappeared. My question is, am I left with a true or false statement? Is -3 bigger than 12? No. So that means there's no solution. Wow. Normally, inequalities have infinitely many solutions, but this is saying that there's no value of b that will ever make this equation true. Which is what? Oh, man, you caught it. I didn't even notice that. You're definitely better at my job than I am. It's okay. All right, let's cruise through this next one. Step 1, distribute. You guys are probably already predicting what the other case of special solutions would be. Special solutions usually show up when you have the same quantity of variables on both sides, because your variables disappear when you move them together. And this time I get -2 is less than or equal to 7. What are your thoughts? That is a true statement. And that means infinitely many solutions. Wow, that means every value of W will work. Yeah, that's true. Good stuff. Now, these won't always be so conveniently labeled like that. Sometimes they'll just show up in the middle of a problem, so beware. Let's have you guys do the monitoring progress. We'll have you try these two problems right now. I'll be around to help. Internet friends, feel free to try this at home or fast forward through the video if you want. You can scrub through until you see me write something again. But who knows what amazing stuff you'll be missing. I don't. Okay, so I typically move the little guy to the big guy. And maybe for inequalities, you just might always want to move them to the left side. It might not matter, I don't know. So I'll have 2x minus 12. Oh wait, do I have to flip the sign? No, I'm fine with adding and subtracting. That doesn't flip signs. Less than or equal to -4, because these canceled out. Then you could divide everybody by 2 here, but usually I save division till the end. Let's add 12. Add 12. Don't have to flip the sign when I'm adding. Oh no, you don't. Don't have to flip the sign. And let's divide, because the inverse of multiplying by 2 is division by 2. Do I have to flip the sign this time? No, because I'm dividing by positives. And bam, there you go, there you go. All right, over here, I already gave it away. Start by distributing. Man, that's some pretty good. Oh, you got it? Is that a football touchdown celebratory algebra dance? Awesome. Yeah, remember, like, even just like 3 weeks ago, this would have been a terrifying problem to us, right? If it was an equal sign. 2k minus 10 is less than 2k plus 5. Uh-oh. 2k, that's not okay. 2k games. See, negative 10 is less than 5. True or false? It's so true. Man, it is so true. That means there's infinitely many solutions. Man, I love how glidey my pen is. So great. Let's see, do we have a word problem I can do for you today? What do I got? What do I got? Example 4. Ooh, trivia. Trivia. And then we're going to do some awesome class questing today. It'll be good. All right, you need a mean score. Does anyone know what that means? Mean means? What's mean mean? Oh, that's a good guess, though. Especially with the rest of the sentence. The mean is the average, specifically add up and then divide by how many there are. Okay. All right. So that's the idea of an average. And it says you need a mean score of at least 90 points. That means for my equation that I'm writing here, I'm going to have my score needs to be bigger than or equal to 90 to advance to the next round of the touchscreen trivia game. What scores in the 5th game will allow you to advance? Hey, wait a minute. The question is also usually the variable. So we'll just call this x. I'll say x is the 5th game score. And I don't know, it's probably measured in like points or something like that by the looks of, I don't know. Yeah, they said points up here, so we'll match that to points here. So what I'm working on here is I defined a variable and I'm writing an inequality. Now, to write this inequality, I'm going to take the average of all of my game scores. So I'm going to take the x, the 5th game, add to that this game, 95, plus 91, plus 77, plus 89. So I'm adding up all the scores, which are these and this. And to find an average, I add them all up and then divide by how many there are. How many games am I playing? 5. Well, there's 4 games, but I'm then playing a 5th. And I want the average, including my 5th game, to be at least 90. All right, so this is my setup. Now, solving this is a little bit weird because of that big jumbo fraction bar. We could combine like terms first. Does anyone know what 95 plus 91 plus... Oh, it's 352. That's convenient. I'm that quick at reading it off my screen. Guys, it's not like I'm a math wizard or anything. True. Okay, all right. So how could I solve that? I just combined a bunch of like terms. Yeah, this fraction, I can't subtract 352 from both sides. It's trapped in the numerator of a fraction. What's the inverse of dividing by 5? Multiply both sides by 5. Do I have to flip that inequality? Nah, I don't. I'm going to have x plus 352 is greater than or equal. The reason that happened is because this 5 and this 5 cancel out. 5 times 90 is 450. Ah, all right. And what's my next move, friends? Next move, last move. Yeah, subtract. And let's see, Jimmy with a calculator. Beep boop boop beep boop boop beep boo. X. Oh, do I have to flip the sign? Yeah, 98. Yeah. 98. Yep. And let's see. So the answer is when I combine this with my defined variable. So it looks like the 5th game score must be at least 98. That sounds like a sentence. Must be at least 98 points. I'll even summarize points like that. So there's my answer. Now, if that's my answer, based on my abilities that you've seen so far, would you bet on yourself in getting to the next round? If I look at these scores, right, 98 is like, I need to do the best I've ever done. I need to do better than the best I've done so far. So it's not as like, I wouldn't expect, unless whatever this trivia game, unless they suddenly say like, Lego Lord of the Rings trivia, and then I'd be like, oh, I've got this. Perfect score coming at you. Mr. Waddy's got this, right? Or like StarCraft 2 trivia, right? I could figure that out. Yeah, but I mean, based on this pattern, I'm not expecting that we're winning this game. All right, thanks for watching, Internet friends. Have a great day.